security guard working the night shift at a private building in Colombia experiences something bizarre. While patrolling, he's suddenly greeted by someone. At least, it seems like someone. What makes this footage even creepier is the fact that the security guard thought he was speaking to an elderly woman asking for directions in the building. But as the video shows, there's no one there. He continues talking to the invisible figure, unaware of what's really happening. Then, his co-worker radios him with a message. What happens next sends him running for his life. The guard presses the elevator button, expecting it to open, but quickly realizes the stairs are his only escape. In a panic, he bolts out of the building without looking back. His co-workers are certain the encounter was paranormal, but the mystery remains. Who or what was he really talking to? Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. An unknown intruder broke into a house once owned by a married couple who mysteriously vanished. The couple's disappearance remains unsolved, but rumors suggest something horrific happened. Afterward, a family member released chilling footage from the couple's security cameras. What caught on the camera is absolutely terrifying. The footage was eerie, but not enough to stop someone from sneaking in. The intruder, unaware of the danger, decided to enter through a second-floor window. As soon as he stepped inside, a wave of unease hit him. What he recorded next was nothing short of terrifying. After the eerie knocking stopped, the intruder glanced down the hallway and saw a shadowy figure watching him. The figure slid away out of sight. Thinking he'd imagined it, he cautiously approached the spot, but found nothing. It wasn't until the video was posted that viewers noticed something unsettling. The figure moved in an unnatural way, almost gliding or floating. The footage left everyone baffled. What was that figure? And is it still lurking in the house? The mystery remains. The slamming door started as a blog and YouTube channel by a man in Poland, where he filmed what he claimed were eerie poltergeist occurrences in his home. Initially, the videos were nothing more than objects mysteriously moving on their own. But then came a post that would change everything.
Kurwa, jeszcze nie teraz, jak w sobotę. Kurwa mać. To nie będę połączyć, żeby tu wrócić. Tak chuj.
As expected, the internet was full of skepticism. To prove the haunting was real, the slamming door channel began recording with multiple cameras, capturing the strange events from different angles. For an entire year, he uploaded terrifying footage of what he claimed were ghosts caught on camera. Then, without warning, the channel went silent. This was his final video.
Ja muszę wziąć stąd tylko klucze.
O, ale masz schody.
Ja muszę stąd wziąć tylko klucze. Wychodzimy.
Dobra.
Wychodzimy.
Wychodźmy szybko. Co to miało? Kompas.
Agnieszka, zaspokoję. Tu się dziwne przodzachy przeżyć.
Ja się boję, bo mam wyjdźmy stąd, proszę cię, co?
Słyszysz? Boję się, że tu się dzieją dziwne rzeczy. Czekaj, muszę zamknąć dom.
Were these videos truly of a ghost captured on camera? Or was it a terrifying hoax that went on far too long? The choice is yours. A man received this 35-year-old unsettling doll as a gift from friends. It's rumored that the doll has a sinister history, moving on its own or mysteriously appearing in different spots than where it was left. To capture any strange behavior, the man sets up a camera. The doll appears to move its head on its own. The footage becomes even more unsettling when played at 3 times the normal speed. Could this be evidence of a haunted doll caught on camera? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Rocky Mills, a YouTuber known for his typical videos, uploaded one particularly unsettling clip that stands out from the rest. In this video, he explains that after working on a house for some time, he began to suspect that a squatter might be living there. To confirm his suspicions, Rocky grabs his phone, starts recording, and begins to search the house, room by room. Though he finds nothing unusual, everything changes when he enters the basement, where he captures something truly eerie on film.
Hello? Hello? Who is it?
This footage could potentially be real, capturing what seems like poltergeist activity within the house. Rocky's reaction also appears genuine, making it even more unsettling. But what do you think? Did he truly capture paranormal phenomena? Or could this be an elaborate hoax born out of boredom? The decision is yours to make. An elderly man, living alone in an aging apartment building in Japan, began exhibiting unusual behavior a few months ago. He repeatedly told his landlord about a mysterious woman in his home who, he claimed, was trying to kill him. Concerned for the man's mental health, the landlord urged him to seek medical help. However, the old man insisted on proving that his experiences were real. Tragically, the man took his own life. While inspecting the apartment, the landlord discovered several videotapes recorded on an old camera. Out of curiosity, he played one of the tapes, and what he saw left him deeply unsettled. The footage, captured just a day before the man's death, revealed something truly horrifying. In the reflection of the dresser mirror, a strange, distorted figure appears, leaving the landlord questioning whether the old man truly experienced something supernatural in the apartment. Seeking answers, the landlord reaches out to Japanese ghost hunter Omagatoki, who agrees to conduct a solo overnight investigation of the reportedly haunted apartment. During his exploration, Omagatoki eventually discovers the room shown in the unsettling footage from the old man's videotapes. The investigator locates the dresser from the old footage, but the mirror is missing. Hours into the investigation, he stumbles upon the missing mirror. But what follows is truly spine-chilling. As he carefully cuts away the zip ties and unwraps the mirror, the apartment doorbell suddenly rings. But when he checks, there is no one there. However, did you catch it? Unbeknownst to him, a figure is watching from the shadows, a figure eerily identical to the entity from the old man's video. In an attempt to uncover the truth, he uses the old man's camera to try and capture anything resembling the haunting footage recorded before his death. What happens next will shake you to the core. He discovers another tape discarded in the trash. But did you notice? When the footage is slowed down, for just a few frames, two pale hands can be seen pressed against the floor right beside him. Completely unaware of the entity seemingly watching and following him, he stays focused on the investigation. Curious about the tape, he decides to play it, and what he sees makes his blood run cold. The camera appears to move on its own, capturing the same strange, distorted face peeking from the bottom of a doorway. Unnerved by what he sees, he decides to leave, believing he didn't capture any solid evidence of the apartment being haunted. Was this truly the restless spirit that haunted the old man? Or is there another explanation for the unsettling events? The mystery remains yours to unravel. This next video comes from Javier, a man from Argentina who grew concerned after not hearing from his friend Antonio for some time. Javier drove to Antonio's house and knocked on the front door, calling out his name, but there was no response. Concerned, he climbed over the wall into the backyard and discovered the back door oddly left open. Fearing something was wrong, Javier stepped inside to investigate. What unfolded next was completely terrifying.
¡Eh! Qué raro, che. ¡Toño, soy yo! ¡Javier! La puta madre. ¡Ey! Loco. Soy Javier, boludo. Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si sos vos, salí. ¿Escuchan eso? La concha de su madre.
Overwhelmed and unsure of what's happening, Javier decides he wants no part of it. He resolves to leave the house and call the police. But just as he reaches the exit, a strange sound echoes from behind him. What happens next is nothing short of a living nightmare. Did you catch it? A door swings open on its own, and a figure, or something, appears to peek through the upper glass with glowing eyes, standing nearly 7 feet tall. Terrified, Javier has had enough and bolts out of the house. He later calls the police who arrive and make a tragic discovery. His friend Antonio had passed away inside the house, just behind the very door Javier couldn't open. Shaken and unable to make sense of what happened, Javier feels compelled to return to Antonio's house in search of answers. It was a decision he would soon regret.
Esta es la pieza. Mierda. La laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga un poco pesada, qué sé yo. ¡Qué mierda! ¿Qué pasó? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién anda ahí? ¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí, la concha de su madre? ¡Hey, hey! ¡Hey!
With that, Javier had enough. He left the house, shaken and unwilling to stay a moment longer. To this day, he says he has no explanation for the events that unfolded inside. Whatever happened in that house remains a mystery, leaving more questions than answers, and a horrifying memory Javier will never forget. Cheryl, a single mother and seamstress, claims that she and her daughter have been plagued by strange and unexplained occurrences in their home for months. They've heard footsteps echoing in the hallway outside their bedrooms and have found belongings mysteriously moved from one room to another. The incidents became so unsettling that Cheryl began to fear they might have an uninvited squatter hiding within the walls. Determined to uncover the truth, she installed a security camera to monitor their home. One evening, while Cheryl's daughter is playing with her toys in her mother's bedroom, something happens that leaves Cheryl completely baffled. The young girl approaches the closet, almost as if she expects to find something inside. Then she freezes, staring intently as though she's seeing something invisible to the rest of us. Suddenly spooked, she quickly leaves the room, and moments later, the closet door slowly shuts on its own. Cheryl is left completely puzzled by the footage. But just 3 months later, an even more disturbing event takes place.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on really quick because I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff. Don't mind my mannequins, I sew for a living, so. Can you tell mommy what you just said?
There's something under the door.
Under the closet door? Is that what scared you? It's okay.
Cheryl's daughter becomes visibly frightened, claiming she sees something lurking just beneath the closet door. When Cheryl checks, the only thing inside is a somewhat eerie mannequin. But then, to their horror, the mannequin appears to move on its own before toppling over and shattering into pieces. Terrified, Cheryl and her daughter immediately flee the house. Cheryl later admits she has no explanation for what happened that night and has decided to stay with a friend until they can find a new place to live. What do you think really happened that night? Could there be more to this story, or is it just a series of unsettling coincidences? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Security guard Gamers Rivera is on the night shift at a bodega in Torreon, Mexico during New Year's Eve. Feeling a bit bored and lonely, he records a video expressing his frustration about working solo on the holiday. But in the middle of his recording, something unexpected and strange occurs.
Año nuevo, señores. Feliz año nuevo aquí encerrado. Aquí dando el rondín. Jales, jale. Sin llorar. Ay, güey. Hijo de su pinche madre. Algo se oyó. Ni pedo, vámonos. Uy. A la chingada. ¿Qué chingas trae ese pinche? No manches. No se oye con sensor, valiendo madre. Vámonos mejor. Uy. Uy, güey. Vámonos mejor.
Following the unsettling incident, the security guard tries to shrug it off. However, on another night at 3:20 a.m., Rivera begins to notice movement from the corner of his eye, as if someone is walking behind him, despite being alone in the store. Feeling uneasy, he decides to record himself while walking through the aisles, hoping to catch any sign of an intruder. What he captures next is nothing short of terrifying.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas madrugadas. No, bueno, más bien estoy nervioso, asustado. Siempre traigo mi celular a la mano. Son las 3:20 de la mañana, me tocó aquí guardia nocturna, Bodega Herrera. Si se fijan, está todo solo. Pero ahorita acabo de ver a alguien allá en la entrada de clientes. Se miró allá por la entrada de clientes, hasta allá hasta atrás. Y no hay nadie. Ya fui a asomarme y no hay nadie. Así lo voy a dejar, a ver si pues de pura chingadera se vuelve a ver, ¿no? Y lo vi clarito. Ya lo vi otra vez. A ver si se alcanza a ver. No, me da miedo ir. A eso que se mira ahí. Eso negro que se ve ahí. Miren, ya se movió. ¡Oh! Está caminando, de hecho hasta que no manches. No manches. Y se sigue moviendo. Es una persona, claro, hasta que se... Miren. No. Vámonos.
At one point, something or someone appears to be lurking behind the security guard. A week later, during another night shift, Rivera notices a little girl wandering aimlessly outside the store. Before he can approach her, she vanishes into the darkness. Given the late hour and her strange behavior, many viewers believe this mysterious child might be connected to the eerie events in the store. Months pass without incident, and things seem to return to normal, until Rivera notices a shopping cart behaving in a very peculiar way.
¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Oigan, estoy en mi hora de comida, pero no van a creer, amigos. Ahorita escuché que se movió el carrito. No lo vi. Escuché que ese carrito se movió, amigos. Se escuchó así clarito como si lo hubiera alguien agarrado. Bueno, no sé, a lo mejor son mis nervios. Miren, hasta, no sé si se fijan, hasta estoy temblando. Pero sí, clarito escuché que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito. Si yo, pues no alcancé a grabarlo, obviamente. Pero mire, no manches, mira. Chéquense. Ustedes me van a decir si soy yo, son mis nervios, no sé. Pero, mire, no manches. No manches, amigos. Se movió. El carro se movió. Estoy seguro. Se movió, amigos. Se movió.
While the security guard records the strange movements of the shopping cart, a soft voice is heard saying, "Jugamos," which translates to, "Do you want to play?" in English.
¿Vieron, amigos? Clarito.
Could the bodega in Torreon be haunted by the spirit of a little girl? Or is there another explanation for these strange events? The answer is yours to decide. In Pennsylvania, Jorge Cruz was preparing dinner when an unexpected disturbance caught his attention. The attic door began shaking violently, as if something was trying to force its way out. Gathering his courage, he approached and stepped inside. What he experienced in the attic left him completely terrified.
Oh, what is that? Where's my keys? Hold on. This shit cannot be real. Yo, anybody in there? Ow! You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking. There's nothing in here, nothing out of that. This is crazy. Look at the Ouija board. This is nonsense. Oh, shit! Oh, what the f? Oh, shit! Oh! 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 Oh!
The moment Jorge Cruz stepped into the attic, a loud bang filled the room, causing him to drop his camera in panic. Moments later, the lights began flickering on and off, intensifying his fear. Terrified, he bolted out of the attic. Many viewers believe this unsettling occurrence is connected to the Ouija board sitting in the middle of the attic. That night, shaken by the terrifying events, Jorge decided to stay at a friend's house. A day later, he returned home. But what he witnessed upon his return was far more chilling than he could have imagined.
There's gotta be something. was something back over here somewhere. What the f was that? What the f was that? Oh, f. Oh, f. Holy f. Holy f. Oh, f. Holy sh. Holy crap. Oh, fuck. I'm like having a meltdown. I'm running out of oxygen. Oh, God damn. I gotta get out of here.
Upon returning home, Jorge witnessed objects moving on their own and doors slamming shut with force. That was the final straw. Jorge had enough and decided to leave the house for good. Whatever was haunting that home made it clear it didn't want him there.
Shit! I gotta get out of here. Oh, fuck. Shit.
A mother gathers her family to celebrate the birthday of her youngest child. But amidst the celebration, an unexpected event unfolds, leaving everyone in the room completely stunned.
What the hell? Oh my God, someone's here to see Ellie. Oh, what the hell?
Get that thing away from me.
Someone came to see Ellie.
During her daughter's 3rd birthday, a balloon drifted from the stairs across the room, seeming to move on its own toward the little girl. The mother explains a dear friend passed away the day after her daughter's 1st birthday, and each year they set aside a balloon in his memory. She believes this friend shared a special bond with her youngest, making this moment feel like more than coincidence. The next day, the mother recorded her daughter singing in front of a mirror. When she played the video back, she noticed something she couldn't explain.
Then forget me. Oh, it's more that you can. It's more cause you're my babe. Even as I'm only still free. Society still don't have to forget me. Even as I'm always time.
The video starts as a sweet moment, with the little girl singing in front of a mirror. But the mother notices something off. The reflections movements don't match her daughter's. Multiple viewers agree there's something strange. Then one viewer notices something more eerie. On the top left corner of the mirror, a face appears to be staring down at her. The mother was in complete disbelief at what she had just recorded. But what do you think? Did the family catch something paranormal, or is there another explanation for this bizarre event? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. A woman named Gina, who loves sharing feminine product reviews with her fans, had an unsettling experience during one of her videos. As she filmed herself, an unexpected and bizarre event unfolded, leaving her completely stunned. During the recording, someone or something was seen walking behind Gina. Viewers were quick to point out that the figure appeared to have no face. Some speculated it might be a squatter hiding in her home. However, there is something more to this story.
Weirdest thing about this is, like, a week ago, I was talking about how my daughter is not christened yet. She's 15 months old, and I was like, I feel like it's probably the right thing to do, like, whether or not I believe it or not, you know what I mean? She can, when she gets older, she can decide for herself what she believes in, but I want her, as a child, to believe in it, just like I want her to believe in Santa Claus. She's named after my grandmother, and I was telling my mom, I was like, I need, like, a sign from somebody if it's real, and she's like, well, ask for a sign from your grandmother. My daughter, the very next day, went into a drawer, she shouldn't have been in, and found a picture of my grandfather, my grandmother's husband, holding me as a baby, and started calling it Ella and Pop. I called him Grandpop. He was dead by the time I was 18, so she obviously never met him. And then this. I don't know.
So, could this faceless entity be a sign from Gina's grandmother, trying to communicate something from beyond? Or is it simply a squatter lurking in the shadows of her home? You decide. Brendan from the YouTube channel, Brendan Explores, loves transforming and modifying his camping van, building beds, adding kitchens, and even converting an ambulance into one. Usually his videos are ordinary, but one night, while he's sleeping in his van, something moving outside wakes him up. He starts recording, and what happens next shakes him to his core.
Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here.
Brendan is startled by the sound of shattering glass and realizes someone has broken his van's window. In panic, he shouts, and the intruder immediately runs and could not catch him. Terrified, Brendan decides to leave the campsite, regretting his choice to camp in such a quiet, isolated place, where thieves might lurk, or even worse.
It was impossible to stay warm, but I eventually got home. I was able to do a makeshift repair on the window for a few hours before it got repaired, and put a couple of bin bags with some masking tape or duct tape or gaffer tape, whatever it is. I think I'm going to be picking my spots to camp a little bit differently in future. What used to be the golden egg of finding a nice little quiet spot in the middle of nowhere with no road noise, let's just say it isn't exactly prime picking anymore. I think it's places like that would-be thieves would see a vehicle by itself and see it as a target. I personally think they saw the fridge covered up in the front after trying the side door and seeing that they couldn't get in. Obviously the curtains were closed, so they can't see inside, although I did see a couple of flashes of a bit of a torch. But they probably saw inside the front cab, saw the curtain covering this huge box, and I can only assume they thought it was a toolbox or something, and decided to put the window in.
So would you have stayed or left like Brendan? And most importantly, was the intruder really after his mini fridge, or was it something more? The choice is yours.
Hey!
An Airbnb managed by a woman named Kaylee is said to be over 260 years old, and her guests have experienced strange, unexplainable occurrences in and around the property. One recurring complaint from guests is the unsettling sounds of footsteps and voices coming from the attic. However, the attic door is always locked, and Kaylee is the only one with a key, making it unlikely that anyone or anything could access it. So Kaylee decides to stay in the Airbnb herself for a week, hoping to get to the bottom of it. Late one night, she's woken by the sounds and grabs her phone to record everything.
And this whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic. And mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy. Thomas!
As Kaylee moves around the Airbnb, strange noises can be heard coming from above. Determined to find out what's causing them, she installs a camera in the attic. The following night, the camera records something that has left viewers deeply unsettled. The attic door mysteriously creaks open and shuts on its own. But did you notice it? As the door opens wider, a face appears, peering through the gap. Commenters speculate that this could be the ghost of a child, and believe that Kaylee's Ring camera may have captured the entity responsible for the strange noises guests had been reporting. But what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera, a squatter lurking in the attic, or just an elaborate hoax? You decide. During a late-night shift at Victorville Children's Hospital in Argentina, an employee reported a bizarre experience. A balloon seemed to follow him as he walked the hospital corridors. He asked a colleague to step into the corridor and see the strange phenomenon for themselves.
Es la estática, boludo, pero está lejos. Ay, la concha de la lora. La pibita de la camarcita me dijo que le tocaron la pierna, que le apretaron la pierna. Ay, mierda, se viene para acá. ¿Qué sé yo? Sí, creo que sí.
Tómatelo. Vamos para adentro.
Me fue la mierda, la concha de la lora.
Feeling unsettled, they step into the room to distance themselves from the eerie balloon. But what unfolds next takes an even stranger turn.
Ahí está. Se pase largo, boludo. ¡Ay, la puta que te parió!
We've all seen helium balloons drifting aimlessly, but this one seems to have a mind of its own. It follows someone down a hallway, turns a corner, and even enters a room. Could this be a paranormal encounter caught on camera, or just a bizarre coincidence? The choice is yours. Alex from France insists her house is haunted. She says she's witnessed objects moving on their own and has heard unexplained sounds coming from parts of the home that should be empty. Frustrated, she began recording the strange happenings and posting the footage on social media. One night, while she was home alone watching a movie, something truly unexpected happened. Suddenly, objects begin shifting around on their own, and her bedroom door abruptly slams shut. But then something even more terrifying occurs. The sound of footsteps rapidly approaching, yet when Alex nervously looks around, she sees absolutely nothing. Alex's fears only intensify when a few nights later, while home alone once more, she captures this disturbing footage. Alex was awakened by the sound of a piano playing downstairs. She cautiously went to investigate, but as she moved closer, she heard her son's voice calling out to her. When Alex finally went downstairs, things escalated drastically. Books suddenly flew off their shelves, and a chair began rocking by itself. Many of her viewers suggested it might indeed be an evil presence and urged her to move out immediately. Unfortunately for Alex, things were only going to get worse. One night, after taking her dog for a walk, Alex returned to her home, but as she approached her house, she spotted something deeply unsettling. Alex stood frozen in fear as she spotted a dark, shadowy figure moving inside her house. Terrified, she watched as the mysterious shape headed straight toward her son's bedroom. Fortunately, her son wasn't home at the time, and the shadow vanished just as suddenly as it had appeared. When she checked, nobody was inside the house or anywhere around the property. A few nights later, Alex and her young son were enjoying a quiet evening together at home, when suddenly something shocking happened. A teddy bear in her son's bedroom suddenly starts moving entirely on its own. Given everything Alex has experienced, she's convinced her home is genuinely haunted and is desperately seeking help. But what do you think is really happening here? Could these disturbing events be connected to the home's past? Perhaps a restless spirit tied to the old graveyard the house was built upon? I'd love to hear your thoughts. This next video was shared by a woman named Erica. Erica typically shares wholesome content on her social media, mostly centered around family bonding moments and glimpses into her travel experiences. Her account has never been associated with anything paranormal. But among all the light-hearted posts, there was one video that stood out from the rest. The video was recorded by a security camera inside her little cousin's house, located somewhere in Indonesia. In the clip, the young boy is seen lying on the floor in his grandmother's room, casually playing a game on his phone while she rests in bed due to illness, when something disturbing is caught on camera. Out of nowhere, the boy's legs are yanked and dragged across the floor. He jumps up, flings the door open, and bolts out of the room. Another door nearby eerily swings open on its own. According to Erica, when she later asked her cousin what happened, he explained that his grandmother, still lying in bed, had suddenly mentioned seeing 3 women nearby the little boy. Thinking she was just unwell and hallucinating, he brushed it off and kept playing on his phone. But not long after, he was suddenly dragged across the room.
Awalnya kan main FF. Tiba-tiba Opung bilang, apa itu perempuan 3 orang? Dekat salah satu sampingmu, satu dekat TV, satu dekat itu. Yang kamera-kamera itu nyorot aku katanya. Satunya di balik tirai.
The family now believes that something about that room is attracting spirits, and it might even be linked to the grandmother's declining health. But as always, I'll leave it up to you to decide. In this next footage, Diana Sudi and her brother panic when they see a swarm of police cars pulling into their backyard. All the officers have gathered around this trailer. Diana explains that the trailer belongs to her dad and he's been leasing it. The tenant hasn't been seen or heard from in over a week, so the police are performing a welfare check. Tragically, they discovered the man had died. Diana and her brother, unaware of this when they started filming the commotion in their backyard, approach the trailer. And that's when Diana records something truly bizarre.
Right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh my Jesus. Abby's okay.
Neither Diana nor her brother noticed the tiny figure at the time. They have no memory of any silhouette, so they assumed nothing was there. But the footage tells a different story. A faint shape appears on camera, but when you look closer, the silhouette resembles a child. While that discovery already frightens Diana, it pales in comparison to what happens days later, when she and her father finally step inside the trailer. As soon as they begin their inspection, something truly unsettling occurs.
Okay.
Ready. Could be a little smelly.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, great. Oh my god. What was that?
A dead crow suddenly tumbles out of an open cabinet. She continues their inspection, and what she discovers inside the trailer afterward leaves her completely shaken.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you're right, it is freaking musty in here. Jeez. Yeah, it's for TikTok. Whoa. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like down before. A long time ago.
Those faint handprints might look harmless, but they're precisely why Diana can't bear to return to that trailer. She and her brother point out that the prints are the size of a child's hand. Diana can't shake the feeling that they belong to the man's child spirit, especially given everything else that happened that night. I'll let you decide if you think something paranormal was caught on camera, but for Diana, this mystery is far from solved. A man named Rabioso uploaded some truly chilling footage online. He explained that one night, while he was relaxing at home, he started hearing strange noises coming from outside. At first, he tried to brush it off, hoping the sounds would go away, but they only got louder and more persistent. Finally, curiosity got the better of him, and he went to check it out. What he saw sent him running back inside in absolute terror.
No sé qué mierda es. O esto es re oscuro. Hey, hola. Hey. Concha de tu madre. ¿Qué carajo es eso? Ah, una sombra y veo cosas por todos lados. Este es un cuarto, la casa de acá atrás es como un cuarto que guardamos cosas, pero estoy sintiendo como un golpeteo. No, nada. Ey. Puta madre. Todo el tiempo ruido, todo el tiempo ruido. No.
Unnerved by what sounded like voices right beside him, despite no one being there, Rabioso hurried back indoors. But that was just the beginning. The following night, odd noises echoed from his daughter's empty room. Wanting to make sure everything was okay, he went to check it out, only for the situation to become even more disturbing.
¿Se escucha el ruido? Acá está la habitación de mi hija. Ey. Uy, se siente re fría esta habitación. ¿Qué carajo? El ruido viene de acá adentro, me parece. Concha de tu madre, la concha de tu madre. Otra vez, ¿ves? Ruido acá adentro. ¿Qué onda?
The moment Rabioso enters his daughter's room, he's hit with an icy chill, and then a ball suddenly flies off the bed. The noises seem to come from inside the wardrobe. When Rabioso opens it, he only finds his daughter's toys, but one of them starts playing a haunting melody by itself. Rabioso gathers his nerves and moves to investigate further.
Yo había apagado la luz ahí. Oh, esto me da muchísimo miedo.
Suddenly, the door handle starts shaking violently before the door is yanked open, yet no one is there. The experience rattles Rabioso so much that he grabs his things and heads out into the night, deciding it's safer to stay at a friend's place for now. Some viewers believe there's something truly evil inside that house. They mention the cold spot and eerie toy music as classic signs of a sinister presence. Many say they would have done exactly what Rabioso did, but what do you think? Is there an evil presence living inside his home? Or could there be another explanation for everything Rabioso experienced? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. Soon after, while filming herself practicing a dance routine, she captures something terrifying, an event she would later call the most frightening moment of her life.
Hi. Who are you? Can I help you?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Please come in after. Please get out of my apartment. Please go out of my apartment.
Jeanette manages to escape without injury and quickly calls the police. They search her apartment, but the intruder is already gone, never to be found. The story takes a chilling turn after Jeanette uploads the footage online. Viewers spot something unsettling. As Jeanette runs for her life, the door mysteriously swings open on its own, as if something unseen is helping her escape.
Please go out of my apartment.
Jeanette admits in another video that she has no explanation for how the door opened on its own.
Yeah, it's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something, I don't know, opened the door and
A few days later, as Jeanette and her friend unpack boxes in the new apartment, her friend suddenly spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
What?
There's someone in your bedroom.
You saw a man in my bedroom?
Yeah. He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Oh my God.
Tell me how I saw someone.
Jeanette's friend suddenly goes pale, claiming she spotted a man standing in the bedroom. Yet when they look, no one is there. Not long after, Jeanette starts hearing strange, unnerving noises inside her apartment. And what happens next is even more disturbing. Jeanette thinks about escaping through the front door, but instead bolts into her bedroom, grabbing her pepper spray. When she looks back, her heart freezes. An unseen force presses down on the mattress, as if someone or something is sitting there. Terrified, Jeanette flees the room and now refuses to stay alone in her apartment. Her friends have started staying over while she tries to figure out what's haunting her new home. But what do you think is really happening here? Let me know your thoughts.
Please get out of my apartment. Please go out of my apartment.
A man named Sark was forced to move out of his house because of extreme paranormal activity that plagued his home. Unfortunately, this didn't solve anything. and he still faces paranormal torment to this day. In fact, things have gotten so bad that he had to send his wife and son to live with his family, while he stays alone at home, trying to deal with it. Overwhelmed by loneliness and stress, it's starting to take a toll on him mentally. But he has no choice but to try to overcome this entity, which his son called Jerry. One night, around 2:40 in the morning, he was woken up by creepy noises and started recording.
The fuck? Where's the cupboard open? The lights are off. You see, I normally keep that light on because that's how I get to know the haunting has begun or not. And that's why I've actually covered the lights so that it doesn't glare on my eyes while I'm sleeping. The cupboard is open right now. I'm alone in the room. It's at the door. Stop it! Stop it, please! Go fuck yourself, Jerry. Go fuck yourself. Shit. I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck.
What looks like two glowing eyes can be seen through the gap in the door. And then, whatever it is, it imitates his son's voice. Immediately after Sark is rude to it, objects start flying around the room. Terrified and not wanting to stay any longer, Sark decides to leave and spend the rest of the night locked inside his car. YouTuber Eric Gunner, an urban explorer and occasional paranormal investigator from Mexico, shares a story in one of his videos about a girl named Natalie who reached out regarding bizarre happenings in her home. In the footage, Natalie explains that after her mother recently rented the upstairs apartment to an elderly woman, strange events began to unfold. Unexplained noises in the middle of the night, objects mysteriously shifting between rooms, and a persistent, foul odor emanating from upstairs. Even more unsettling, neighborhood cats and dogs started disappearing. As for the mysterious old lady, her behavior was notably odd. She avoided any interaction with Natalie's family, never greeting them on the stairs or answering when they knocked on her door. The situation escalated when one night, Natalie's 10-year-old sister awoke in agony, screaming as she complained of excruciating back pain. Her back was found to be covered in deep, unexplainable scratches. Terrified, the family fled in the middle of the night, prompting Natalie to reach out to Eric for help.
De hecho, si apago la luz, la casa de arriba está prendida. Ahí es donde vive la viejita. Ven, la casa de arriba está prendida. Ahí es donde dice que vive la viejita. Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar. Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo la viejita que, no sé, me vaya a parecer un fantasma o algo así. Pero por ahí entré. Estamos aquí, pues, en la cocina. O sea, se supone que así como dijo ella y esta Natalie, pues se fueron de rápido ese día. No recogieron nada. Dijo, pues sí, me dijo que iba a haber incluso hasta comida. Hasta frijoles aquí. Ay, me parecen como están enlamados.
It's very clear they left in a hurry. But as Eric continues his investigation, things begin to take an even stranger turn.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
Did you catch that? Eric didn't see it either, but YouTube commenters noticed what appears to be a small girl dressed entirely in white, briefly peeking from behind the curtain. And it's important to note, the house is supposedly empty.
Ay, esa muñeca da miedo.
Eric spots a doll, but little did he know that after filming, Natalie would reveal that the doll didn't belong to them. Even creepier, later in the video, Eric passes by the same room again. YouTube commenters later pointed out that the doll had vanished. Eric then headed into the bedroom to investigate, and that's when things got truly bizarre.
Aquí parece que se puede subir por aquí, pero está como sellado. ¿Qué pedo está esta casa rara? Bueno, está construida raro. ¿Qué es esto?
And once again, did you catch that? Something quickly ducked out of sight from under the bed.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pedo? Veo que se mames.
Eric gathers his courage and heads back. It did not end well. As he rounded the corner, a shadowy figure swiftly ducked back into the room. And this time, Eric actually caught a glimpse of it. With that, Eric had had enough. He decided to make his exit immediately, but leaving might not be as easy as he thought. Someone in a cloak, presumably the creepy old lady who lives there, begins making her way up the stairs. Eric quickly hides himself until it's safe, then rushes out onto the street. So, did Eric Gunner truly capture multiple paranormal encounters on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. On September 9th, 2024, a young woman living alone witnessed something creepy one night while recording a video of herself singing for her mother. She hears what sounds like someone knocking at the door and decides to film it. This is what she captured.
¿Quién?
¿Quién anda ahí?
When she approaches the door, a dark, eerie hand can be seen through the top glass panel. But when she opens it and looks around the rooftop, there's no one there. Then suddenly, an item of clothing lifts up into the air and floats away. She explains that ever since she opened that door, whatever it was has started visiting her more often, and strange things have been happening inside her home. One night, while trying to sleep, she hears it again.
Mami, te grabo este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Y están pasando cosas que no son normales. ¿Qué?
Once again, the creepy hand appears, but just like before, the moment she opens the door, there's no one there. This time, when she goes back inside, something pulls the blankets off her bed. She searches the room but finds nothing. The next night, it happens again. But this time, she decides to stay still and ignore the door to see if it will go away. An object can be seen sliding across the table on its own, along with the eerie hand over the door. Frightened by these frequent events, she decides to pack her things and stay at her mother's house for a week. For now, she hasn't returned home. But what could this thing be? Could it be something far more sinister? Or just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Celeste Rojas spent countless nights in the hospital, caring for her younger brother. During those long hours, she noticed strange activity coming from an abandoned section of the building, the old hospital morgue. One night, she ventured into its dark, deserted corridor. What happened next was like something straight out of a nightmare. first, nothing happened, until the elevator doors suddenly closed on their own. Some viewers suggested someone on another floor pressed the button, but if no one was using that floor, why were the doors open in the first place? Moments later, an unused medical device slid across the floor, as if pulled by invisible hands, and a hospital gurney slowly rolled into view from an empty hallway. No one was around, and no explanation made sense. Celeste said she felt no fear, only curiosity, but she never saw anything like it again. Whether it was air currents, an illusion, or something lingering in the old morgue remains unknown. A TikTok user works at a store rumored to be haunted. After finishing a late-night shift and heading home, he couldn't shake the feeling that something had come back with him. One night, his lights started flickering all by themselves, and that's when things got truly horrifying.
I'm trying to lay down, and these damn lights won't stop going on and off. And I'm the only one here currently, and all my damn cabinets are open. And my remote for the lights are over there. And they just won't turn off. They just won't turn off. Yo, what the fuck was that?
He heard a disembodied voice whisper, "Leave."
Yo, what the fuck was that? Yo, what the fuck was that?
On another night, he started hearing strange noises throughout the house.
So I'm hearing this shit again, and I'm alone. Jesus Christ. And I'm alone too. Jesus fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. There was something behind that. There was something behind that. Nope. Nope. Nope.
When he went into the bathroom, he saw a dark shadow behind the curtains before it quickly disappeared. But that was only the beginning, as things soon took an even more terrifying turn.
I'm trying to blow out the candles, and I'm just kind of chilling, and I'm hearing shit. Sounds like he's coming from the bathroom. All I'm trying to do is blow out some fucking candles. Fuck me. Hello? Get out.
Something seemed to be rocking on the sofa, and when he entered the room, he saw a dark shadow lurking in the corner, watching him. Terrified, he decided to leave the room to catch his breath and calm down. However, the next night, he was woken up by loud noises outside his bedroom.
There's something knocking at the door. I'm here alone. Nope. My girlfriend's not supposed to be here yet. Nope. Go away. She's not supposed to be here yet. I didn't hear her car. Her keys are not here.
Something banged on his bedroom door aggressively, then mimicked his voice, demanding to be let in. But when he opened the door, there was no one there. Not long after, he kept hearing noises from the same spot, so he left his phone recording and captured something absolutely terrifying.
Oh, please tell me I got that on video. Please tell me I got that on video. That's why I put my phone up there.
A dark figure can be seen peeking around the corner. But when he looked everywhere, he found no sign of anything. Like most stories of this kind, what happened here remains a complete mystery.